obsessed. I need to actually stop myself. Hello. We're back for another Baking with Jack. I'm very excited about this because one, I have not put on these baking PJs in a hot minute, and I don't know if they just don't fit me anymore or they've been through the wash now so many times that they're kind of like floods on me. But you know what? The fit is necessary. Maybe one day I'll get like an apron and like bedazzle it with my name on it. That could be kind of cool. Dreams for another day, Okay, today we're gonna be making peanut butter brownies with a peanut butter swirl on top. You all know my obsession with peanut butter, it almost goes without saying. And I'm super excited to share that today's video is brought to you by the Peanut Bureau of Canada, which is truly a dream sponsor. I talk about them all the time whenever we work together. Working with the Peanut Bureau of Canada doesn't even seem real, and the fact that they support these videos blows my mind every single time. And like I said, you know how obsessed I am with peanut butter, so it just makes so much sense. I'm truly thrilled to be an ambassador and encourage you all to eat more peanuts. Anyways, today's recipe I'm very excited about. It's funny, growing up, I was not a huge brownie lover. Like if I was to pick a dessert, I probably wouldn't pick a brownie. But recently, you all know my favorite restaurant, Fresh Restaurants. They sell, actually it's not even their brand, I think it's Sweets from the Earth, but they carry them at the restaurant and they sell these like peanut butter swirl brownies. And for some reason, I've kind of gotten addicted to them. So today I'm gonna be doing a homemade version of it. Now technically, this isn't even my recipe, I can't claim it. I'm gonna link where I got it down below. It's from katiebirdbakes.com, but I kind of veganized it and switched up some things to make it vegan friendly. Super excited to make it, and I am hungry. I always film these around lunchtime, so this will become my meal. Let's hop on into it, and let me tell you what you gotta get. Okay, you're gonna need natural peanut butter, the star of the show, espresso powder, icing sugar. That was a lie. I don't know why I have icing sugar. You don't need icing sugar. Ignore. You will need regular granulated sugar. Then you're gonna need some vegan chocolate. I have a different like combination here. I kind of cleaned out my cupboards. I've got a bunch of the Purdy's vegan chocolate bars. They have dark chocolate and some milk chocolate. So I'm gonna do a mix of the two, and then I also have some chocolate chips, just in case that's not enough. Then some plant-based butter, cocoa powder. You're gonna need something for like an egg replacer. I typically like to go for flax eggs, so I have ground flax here. I've got some golden yellow brown sugar. I've got some pure vanilla extract, canola oil, just the joys of baking with Jack are back. Canola oil to spray and butter your pan, and some table salt. Did I miss anything? Oh, you're also gonna need some toothpicks for swirling. Let's do this. Okay.
Let's talk about the Peanut Bureau of Canada.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that when we get into this.
Oh, this is right there.
As always, I film all these baking videos with my mom off camera. She is the ghost chef, as I like to call her, because she doesn't like to be on camera, but always has creative input. Honestly, my mom was such a good baker growing up, so I always lean to her. I'm definitely more of the cook and she is the baker, so everything I know is from my mom. I think she just asked for a shout out. I don't know what that was. So there are a few different ways that you can melt the chocolate. There's like the fancy double boiler melting thing way on the stove, but I just never do that. I always do the microwave way because I am lazy and work smarter, not harder. So we're gonna microwave that, but because I don't want it to kind of get dry and crusty and weird, I'm gonna kind of get all the dry ingredients ready to go. It should be pretty easy to assemble, pretty quick, hopefully around 20-ish minutes. But as you're prepping, always preheat the oven. We're gonna preheat the oven to 325. Okay, so I'm just gonna get my flax egg ready to go because it kind of needs to sit and like coagulate. Is that the right word? I don't know. So to do the equivalent to one egg, I typically do 1 tablespoon of flaxseed with 2 tablespoons of water. And so today this recipe calls for 2 eggs, so I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons of flax egg, 4 tablespoons of water. So I'm just gonna add that to a bowl, and this kind of gets a bit jelly and kind of in baking emulates what an egg should do. Okay, our little baby flax egg. Okay, so we're gonna do, oh, I didn't pull out the flour. That's why I was confused. Do I have flour? I only have whole wheat flour. Oh no. I knew I was forgetting something. That's what the icing sugar in my brain was, the flour. So it calls for all-purpose flour. I have whole wheat flour here. In a dessert, like I'm not trying to make this healthy, but for today we're gonna do whole wheat flour. Probably would not recommend. This isn't a professional kitchen, okay? Okay, so let's get the dry ingredients ready. We're gonna do 2/3 a cup of flour. I really thought I was prepared today and had all the ingredients. Can't win them all. I feel like the secret to making really gooey and good brownies is like slightly undercooking them, like when they get really fudgy. Okay, 2/3 a cup, that is close enough. 2/3 a cup of flour. Then we're gonna do 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. Okay, again, interpretive measuring is in effect here. 1/4 cup cocoa powder, Then we're gonna do a teaspoon of salt. Next up, half a teaspoon of espresso powder. Now, I think the science behind this is that kind of coffee espresso flavors bring out chocolatey flavors, or at least they work really well together. So I hear this is the secret to making good brownies. I always wave the knife, and that seems a bit intimidating. Oops. Half a teaspoon. That smells so good. Oh my god. Oh, and it is free coffee day. Shocking news. Apparently today is National Coffee Day or something like that. So Starbucks was handing out free coffee. Ah! Go chef. Good work. Good work. Why is everything just better if it's free? Like normally I'd be like, oh, okay, coffee, but since it's a free coffee, I get scared of these lids. Or was it about bringing a reusable cup? Something, or was it both? If you bring a reusable cup, then you get free coffee. Save the environment. Yes, chef. We're gonna mix the dry ingredients together. I'm gonna use my teaspoon because I don't want to dirty another dish. Oh, you know what I do have? I got given from a friend a sifter, like a flour sifter, and I know that's like a thing to do in baking to get all the chunks out. I should have brought it over to be extra chefy. That would have been so good with the cocoa powder. Should I get it just to be chefy? I guess it's too late. Okay, you know what? Pro tip, this little spoon does not work. Get a real wooden spoon. Okay, that's good. Oh, I'm making a mess. Honestly, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Okay, time to melt the butter and get the butter ready. We're gonna put the dry ingredients off to the side. Half a cup of butter. I'd say this is 1/4 of a cup of butter. So we're doing half of a cup of vegan butter. Then you're gonna wanna do 112 grams of chocolate. I've got 200 grams here. So I'm gonna do these 4 bars and then a little bit of the chocolate chips. Again, if you were just normal and had one kind of chocolate, that's probably better, but because I'm cleaning out my cupboards, we're gonna mix them together. I guess I should be like cutting this up maybe, but that's okay, I'm just gonna break it. So unpopular or popular, I'm kind of unsure what the general consensus is, but I am not the biggest fan of dark chocolate. I kind of prefer more of like the milky kind of creamy chocolate, so that's why I'm doing the half and half. This milk chocolate is really good. It reminds me of like Easter chocolate in the best way. And I know there's a lot of talk, you don't want to burn the chocolate. We're gonna do this in increments in the microwave. I've been doing this for years. So we're saying that's 100 grams, so I'm gonna guesstimate what 12 grams looks like. Yep, look at that. Now, what makes brownies really good is like using a really high quality chocolate. That's apparently the secret. Having 3 mixes of great value brand and high quality. Don't know if that'll be the ideal mixture, but to the microwave. 30 seconds at a time. This is health. Health is wealth. I mean, it smells delicious, if I'm gonna be honest. It's good for the soul, okay? We're probably gonna do this 2 or 3 times, just until it's like velvety and smooth and looks magic good. Almost smooth. One more time. Okay, this looks unreal. I would say we nailed it. Didn't burn the chocolate. I'm so insecure on this camera when you see my little socks. One day, we will dream of getting an island, okay? So we're gonna add half a cup of white sugar. Half a cup of white sugar. Oh. Wow. And then my favorite brown sugar. It just is the dream. We're gonna do a half a cup of this as well. Look at that. Oh, it already looks fudgy and amazing. Like this could be it. Okay, now we're gonna add in our cutie little flax egg. Look at her. Mix, mix, mix. Okay, and then we're gonna add in 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. I love the smell of pure vanilla. Okay, so now we're just gonna combine our wet ingredients with our dry ingredients here, and then we're almost good to go. Then we just got the star of the show, peanut butter, and we're done. This smells so good. Okay, here goes nothing. Oh, this is thick double C. As I mix all of this beautiful batter, and we prepare for the best step, the peanut butter. We're gonna melt it on top and do little swirls and get it looking so aesthetic. You just absolutely know my love for peanut butter. It is just, I believe, the best ingredient in the world. It's so versatile. You can, you know, add it into savory dishes with baking. I've done so many recipes before on my channel, whether it be like a spicy Thai noodle peanut dish, or I use it in sweet dishes, whether it be baking like this, or like my breakfast. You know, I eat oatmeal and peanut butter every single day. It really is just such an economical yet very nutritious ingredient. And according to the stats the Peanut Bureau of Canada gave believe me, Canadians report having a heavy peanut butter consumption, which means at least once a week. But honestly, I'm at least like once a day, if not more. Peanuts are really just so good for you, not only in flavor, but also in nutrition. If you're plant-based like myself, I'm always looking for good ways to add more protein. Obviously, it's a great source of protein, and it also is a good source of unsaturated fat, which is like the good fat for you. And honestly, I have so much fun showing you all a bunch of different recipes and different ways that I like to use peanut butter. I swear I go through a jar of like natural peanut butter at least once a month, which is that normal? I just love it so much. And like if I'm picking out even like ice cream or literally anything in life, I will always pick like the peanut butter flavor because I love it so much. And peanut butter and chocolate, unreal combo. Oh, and as always, I always love to see who can recreate these the fastest. I swear, I posted a bake with Jack, and within like 20 minutes, someone had Instagram storied and like tagged me and showed me the recipe that they were following already. And I was like, how have you even had time to watch it? So you know the deal, handles at Jaclyn Forbes, tag me in your recreations. I always like to repost and share and just see the beautiful, delicious creations that you're making. And whoever makes this the fastest and tags me, you get a gold star, okay? Okay, I think that's pretty much mixed. It's looking very brownie-like. Wow. Smells unreal. I'm just going to spray down the tray so that way nothing sticks. You can grease it with your plant-based butter or a bit of spray oil. Wow, okay, we're just learning all the peanut facts there. I've got them all pulled up on my phone over there. And I mean, obviously peanuts are high in fiber, which is great, but they also have a low glycemic index of 15, which is actually really helpful in managing type 2 diabetes. Okay, so I'm just gonna pour this into the pan. Oh yeah. So I have a 9x9 tray here. A 9x9 or an 8x8 should work great. Actually, maybe an 8x8 would have been a bit better because it's gonna be a bit on the thinner side. So the brownie is looking pretty good. We're gonna get the peanut butter ready now. So I like to use natural peanut butter for this. So my peanut butter is kind of oily already, but I am gonna melt it just to make sure it's nice and swirlable. Into the microwave we go for about 20-30 seconds until it gets a bit more runny. Okay, sure, we'll say that's good enough. Okay, now we're gonna swirl it. I'm gonna dollop in different areas. And then swirl it, which I've honestly never swirled before, so hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. Oh my god, look at all this creamy, gooey peanut butter. Okay, so toothpick. Pro tip from the Go Chef, if you have any peanut butter or batter on the side, it will burn. Take it off. Okay, now the easy part. We're gonna pop this into the oven, 35 to 40-ish minutes. Like I said, I like to kind of slightly undercook my brownies, so I'm gonna keep a close eye on it. You just wanna do the toothpick test, let it come out clean. Oh, these look amazing. Ooh. Okay, into the oven. And now, we can't let the peanut butter go to waste, okay? Peanut Bureau of Canada, I will happily be your ambassador for the next 100 years. I live for peanut butter. I can't. Okay, we're gonna let those bake. I'm gonna go wash my hands and clean up this mess. I will see you in 35. I really just hope you don't zoom in on the time on the microwave and oven so you see how much time has gone by. This is not a professional cooking show, and that's the whole point of it. So let me just walk you through what happened. As you may see in front of me, I have 2 different batches. So the first brownie that I made, I look about 25 minutes in and panic and go, why does it look like soup? It was so liquidy. And I was like, how did I screw up the recipe? I'm so confused. Could not understand what I did wrong. I went back at like the ingredients. I was like, no, I did everything right. And then I realized I accidentally doubled the chocolate for no reason. I don't even know why my brain was doing that. I was saying like 200 grams of chocolate, even though it only needed 100. Oh, I messed it up. Honestly, let the tape show. Then you're gonna wanna do 112 grams of chocolate. I've got 200 grams here.
Time for nothing. I'm working every single day.
So yeah, I doubled the chocolate and completely threw off the magic recipe. Anyways, I salvaged what I could. I kind of absorbed some of the soupy chocolate mess on the top. And now I have like a little fudge square. But as I did that and once I realized what went wrong, I quickly whipped up another batch with the correct recipe, which, let me be clear, is 112 grams of chocolate, not 212 grams of chocolate. And I think I even said the right amount. I just, in my brain, put 212. I don't know. I do not know what happened. Anyways, all that to say, whipped up a second batch and I put it in a little banana loaf, which actually was a bit better because the 9x9 loaf made it a bit thin. So this is a bit denser and thicker of a brownie. And this actually turned out amazing. The swirl looks awesome and it actually looks how it's supposed to. So excited to finally have a bite of that. I'm just letting it cool. It still probably needs another 10 minutes. In the meantime, I just needed to confess, what went absolutely wrong. That being said, this is gonna be like a chocolate bar now because there's so much chocolate in there. I'm sure it must taste fine. As you can see, I kind of ruined the swirl because I absorbed so much, but let's, oh my god, it's like fully set now. Now it's like cutting through a chocolate bar. As the saying goes, do as I say, not as I do. I don't even know, it's like a brick right now. A gooey brick of chocolatey mass. I'm kind of scared. Oh my god, it's literally like a chocolate bar inside. Not for me. This is what not to do. This is what to do. Don't double the chocolate by mistake. So anyways, I was gonna just like kind of go without acknowledging it, but then you would have noticed that there was a different shaped pan. So I'm just gonna own it. I messed up that recipe. But we recovered, and if you mess up, you try again. So let's pretend like I didn't just panic and remake a new batch. And let's just pretend Google timer just went off. This is like the first batch. Ooh, looks amazing. I mean, it does look great, I've gotta say. It looks real good. Okay, so I'm just going to carefully make sure the edges are all nice and ready. I'm kind of scared to lift this out of the pan. After the day that I've had with brownies and the incidences I've been through, this looks awesome. I am so happy. Oh my god, I was so worried for a long time. Look at how amazing these look. Okay, we might have to do a few more sexy close-up shots. The peanut butter swirl, the flaky sea salt. Oh, I am ready for this brownie. It better be the most delicious brownie I've ever had. Like, I'm sorry, this looks unreal. It's like falling apart in my hand. The little flaky sea salt. Okay, this made all of the struggle getting through this recipe worth it. Oh my god. Okay, the peanut butter swirls and the flaky sea salt is the best combo. You need like a glass of soy milk on hand in the best way. This so beats that fresh brownie that I was talking about earlier. This would outsell. So good, you have to try this. This is honestly the best vegan brownie I've ever had. This turned out the best it ever has, and the batch before that turned out the worst it ever had. Follow the recipe correctly, you will not be disappointed. The peanut butter swirl is the perfect combination. Underbake it. I think we ended up doing about 35 minutes on the dot here. Huge thank you again to the Peanut Bureau of Canada. It means so much that you want to work with me, and I am your #1 fan. As always, tag me in your Baking with Jack creations on Instagram at Jaclyn Forbes. I want to see how you made this. This is so good, and I expect you to be making it tonight once you're done watching this video. Also, if you have any specific recipe suggestions or baking videos that you want to see, comment down below. I'll let you know if I got a recipe. Thanks everyone for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, follow, do all the things, and get yourself a fudgy peanut butter brownie.